Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Letting Your Sun Shine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So no message, let's just hop in and see what Spirit wants to share. Actually, I had a little bit of kind of message. They just actually wanted to use, in the last reading, these sacred geometry cards, but I forgot to use them. Damn, what's going on? Something is being enveloped or encapsulated. Okay. All right, so I'll show you what I got first. I had Ka. I had Starry Dreams, the Seed of Life with Lead the Way, and Energy Signature. And, okay, so Seed of Life is in reverse. When I thought of Seed of Life, I thought of Earth more. And everywhere I look, it's like a portal type thing. Like everything encapsulated right around the center. Even this one, right? Because this is... there we go. The Seed of Life. It is kind of like a story of consciousness and how you build on each other. And so that's what I get from this card, is working through each consciousness and leveling up. And so from this leveling up has really activated like this energy vehicle vortex. When I think of Ka, I think of like chi or life force. But we'll look it up in the book just to be positive. But what I think is even cooler is how this one is purple and this one is purple. And this one also goes with this one. And this one was Starry Dreams. I do feel like starseed activations. So what do I mean by that? I mean, people's souls who are not from here on Earth have a little bit of a higher energetic code than others. And it kind of lays a little bit dormant. And, you know, you go off, you be your little weirdo, but you try to fit into society. But that's the important thing, right? You go off, do your thing. You don't really know that you are when or where or why, but you have this feeling. And a lot of starseeds feel called to go to places or do things at certain times. And so by doing so, it like either they have lessons to work through, or it just could be like an age, or you stepped on sacred ground and it awakens you. And that's what I'm getting in this reading is, you know, you've just been feeling bored and dull, and you're like, when is things going to kick up? When is the excitement going to happen? Because I feel like you have this huge sense of purpose for the world. It's not like you just wake up and you're like, you know, I'm just going to go work at the grocery store, 9 to 5, go home, have family, kids, hang out with them, put them to bed. It's like that routine is not meant for this calling. Because this calling, they're from the stars. They're the ones that are here to change the energy of the earth and to lead the way to a higher consciousness. And so a lot of the times for that first scenario, not to say that if that's the life that you strive for, that it's wrong. Just in this story, it's not the path for the starseed. Because a lot of the times in those stories, people will write 9 to 5 jobs. They love to complain about the bosses, right? Because they're not taking responsibility or accountability, right? Management, right? That's the whole thing, is like the other ones kind of complain. And so that's not the energy that will lead the way. Because the more and more someone complains, they're saying this mindset is all about the solutions. And they've had this urgent chip on their shoulder about almost like saving the world since like being a child. It's just something that they always knew, that saving the world came first before other things. So I do want to read up on Ka. Woo woo. It's getting tipsy. Topple. Don't do it. There we go. So 50. 6. I can read. It is life force. Yeah. So this is a rainbow colored torus. Maybe I'll just hold it. The donut-shaped geometry of the tube torus expresses the concept of spirit as a life force. Ka comes from the Merkaba. It is spirit. The water lilies, which are intended to symbolize our potential for enlightenment, surround and are contained within the rainbow-colored torus. Let this card signify your relationship to spirit and the life flow of the universe. Relax and follow your breath. Slowly allow yourself to enter the image. Oh, this is just saying. That's not what we need to talk about. It's taking us off topic. Okay, so that is the Merkaba, life force, chi. And so that's every time I say, like, put yourself in your column of light, how you bring it into your heart, and then your heart into the earth, and then bring it back up. That's what that is. And so once you have that, you've got your back covered, the front, sides, top, bottom. It's in the flow with the universe. And when you're in this synergy, that's when your inner signature starts to activate. And your inner signature is of the stars. Starry dreams. I'm hearing the song Star of Bethlehem right now. And as I said that, I looked down and then there was the star above the stag. Nothing else is kind of coming through with that, except now they're bringing us to the flower or whatever in the center. There's so much more to this. So they want to talk about the Star of Bethlehem, but even if you do take the flower of life, I wish I could just like pull up like a little video of like electronic, like here's the flower of life, how it's just one circle. And then that one circle meets the second circle, and then they interconnect. And so in that one part, it now forms that viscous Pisces, which is also, if you turn it on the side, you know, it has like, what would Jesus do? That fish, that's what that is. And so that's you merging your consciousness with another. And then, you know, once you have that and all the realities kind of form, like dimensions, then you move it to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. And then next thing you know, you take this shape, it becomes a 3D, it's almost this. It's like, it's the same. No matter what, it's life force activated in you is what they're saying. Why? Because we got this energy signature. And so what are they showing me? They're showing me someone be very, very bored, that they just have this chip on their shoulder, that they did try to do the 9-to-5 type jobs and the bosses and those things, but it wasn't for them. And so I don't know, maybe spirit took all that stuff away from you because it wasn't your path, or maybe you left it or something. There was a little bit of going on a journey for your path. And so I see you being in this part that's dark and it's boring and it's whatever. And then all of a sudden, this activation. And it's like, how did I go from being so lethargic and so bored to it's an intense buzz. I'm feeling overwhelmed love. I'm feeling emotions. And then all of a sudden this hope comes pulsing through. it's a 180 from the way things were before. And so Spirit is saying, you are the leader. And so when this energy does come in this activation, I'm seeing that there's a need for you to breathe and ground yourself, because I see you getting almost way too much airy element, right? Back in this starry sky. Like, do you ever meet like those really spacey people? A good example would be me. I'm a very air element person, and I can be so in my head and those things. And so I guess you haven't seen me in my everyday life, but a little bit of it comes out in the videos. There's a lot more air element in my everyday life. But that's what I'm seeing, is just almost floating out of your body. Whereas this one was the Merkaba. And Merkaba is your light vehicle. It's how you protect yourself and ground yourself back in your body. So what I'm getting from this activation is almost like all of a sudden it went from like 0 to hero, they're saying, and it's like being so buzzy that you're either going to go too fast and waste all this time and potential, or it's going to be too overwhelming that you avoid it. You try to stop it. And if you try to stop it, that's going to cause, they say that's a rift in the soul. And then if that happens, then it will now start to manifest as health things within you, because you're not really going into alignment. So in this time, you got so much energy, you got so much jazz, you got a new life on, a new look on life. You've got this energy that is so protected, and it's almost as like everywhere you go. That's what I see. I see this bubble of protection in this time, because you are very vulnerable. I'm seeing you as like baby turtles who have to get to the ocean. So they're saying in this time, you are vulnerable, but you have all of a sudden this like vigor and an excitement. So they're saying rest a little bit more just to integrate this energy, because this energy, this activation, this new whatever is from the stars. It's in your DNA, and it's waited for this moment to, as those little turtles and their little turtle eggs hatch and welcome themselves to whatever adventure. There's so many consciousnesses that have been utilized in this. You've worked yourself through so much inner healing. I hear it's not inner healing. I'm hearing that the mysteries of the earth have always intrigued you, and so you've always kind of went looking beyond the veil, because you had this feeling that what you see is not what you get. And you always felt that about yourself. What you see is not what you get, because you know you're more. You know that you've got this magical starseed vibe kind of going on. And survey says that's correct. So what did we do with the book? Oh, it's over here. I do want to read about these starry dreams. Let's hold it up. It says, stars and stars and stars. This card uses the 5-sided geometry of the pentagon and the ability to design stars that fracture into infinity. This geometry creates a starry field in which the translucent power of dreams can be used to access personal stories and visions. In the center of the card, we can find a knotted torus of light winding itself around, amplifying the effects of the starry dreams. And then it goes into the work. But what I thought was interesting is this one talked about Taurus, this one talked about Taurus. Not Taurus like the bull, but Taurus. And to be honest, I don't know much about that other than it is that shape that's like a donut. And so I guess that's just the shape kind of, once it 3D, it's that funnily in back on itself. So I wonder if this also could be classified as one. I got stuff to learn. So the only thing that I wanted to reread for that, dang. These dreams can be used to access personal stories and visions. So this personal stories and visions is you sitting in your heart, in your Merkaba, in your light, and those stories and visions are the activation. You're gonna get this new pep, new something for life. That's what I'm getting. And so you're gonna be so excited, but so buzzy and so ungrounded. So Spirit's saying, drink lots of water, tons of water at this time. Get lots of sunlight, especially on your crown. We need you to meditate and breathe, even if it's for 5 minutes a day, so that you can just let go of those things, especially the ones in your heart. Because the past, we're very anxious to let that go, right? We work so hard for it. So I do see a little bit of needing just to clear the heart. And what else do they say? You need to get physical movement at this time. So walks or something like that, or even if it's dancing or yoga, light activity. We don't want you to push yourself. At this point, it's not to push your body to the breaking point. It's just to move the old out, and I'm almost seeing like a water pump. Let the new kind of flourish. So yeah, this would be more yin energy. This is more integrating it and settling and letting it become solid, and then you're gonna run. At the lead, you're gonna run the head of the pack, they say. You're gonna run the pack as the leader. That's what I was trying to say. So we'll leave it there. I hope you guys have a good day and take it easy. And remember to get the water, especially the water. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.